Hey, 10XBNB family. I have an unbelievable guest with me today. Gabrielle, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so you might not believe this story, but here's what happened. Gabrielle is 19 years old. She's a student in the 10XBNB program, and she's already landed two deals. The combined value of these two properties that she's managing is $1.6 million, $1.6 million at the age of 19, with projected earnings of $274,000. Let me repeat that. 19 years old, $1.6 million, the value of two properties she's landed, with projected earnings of $274K. Pretty special, if you ask me. Let me show you the properties. So I'm going to share my screen. So Gabrielle, this is one of the properties that you've landed for Airbnb, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And this one, I think you said, is projected to earn $98,000 or $100,000, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And just for context, Gabrielle's only had this listing up for 2 days on Airbnb. As you can see, it is not optimized by any means. It doesn't have a good title. It doesn't have good photos. It doesn't have a good listing description. It doesn't have all the amenities she needs. And it has no reviews. But Gabrielle, you've already got bookings. Even with this unoptimized listing, I think you told me that you've gotten 3 bookings within 2 days of being live on Airbnb, and the value is $1,100, correct?
Yes.
That's very impressive. So that just goes to show, like, even if you have an unoptimized listing, this business works. Just imagine if you had a fully optimized listing, what's going to happen. So Gabrielle, walk us through this unit. Like, tell us a little bit about what this property has to offer.
Yeah. So it was fully furnished. There's everything that's basically you'd want in a home. It's got 2 bedrooms and like 1.5 bathrooms. As you can see, there's one in there and it's like a half. It's kind of cool because I've never seen a bathroom like that before.
Amazing.
It's like it's a 2-story, but the bottom is rented out. So everything that's like all those photos that's listed above is on the top level.
Gotcha.
And so
and I can see, so this is located in Poulsbo, Washington. I
yeah.
looked at the value. It's $700K.
Mhm.
Again, unbelievable. $700K for this property at the
Yeah.
age of 19. And you've already got a new photographer that came in. So you got new photos underway. You're going to take this listing live again with the new photos, new title, new listing description. That's all in the works, right?
Yes.
Now, let's show everyone the second property you just landed. So this one's not on Airbnb yet, but
No,
you just landed this property, correct? And everyone can see down here, $900,000 is the value of this property. So hopefully everybody can see that. $900K for this property that she just landed. This looks like a medieval castle or something. I mean, this looks really cool. So tell us a little bit about this second deal that you landed.
Yes. So it's 3 beds and then 2 baths. It's located in around like the central part of Seattle. So it's perfect for, tourists, lots of attractions. It also came fully furnished. So that was really nice. I tried looking up place like rentals that were fully furnished because as a 19-year-old, I don't have that much money, especially as I paid for my school running, and so I really didn't have anything, and so bed flipping was the lowest risk that I could think of that I could start making money, and yeah.
Amazing. I gotta say, I mean, I'm just blown away. I'm super impressed. I mean, it took me, I was in my mid-20s when I got started in this business, the business of Airbnb, but you've done it at the age of 19. So congratulations to you. And what I really wanted to share with everyone is your story, because your story is a really, really powerful story. Because not only are you 19 years old, so you're very young, but you had a somewhat of a difficult upbringing as well. Why don't you share your story? You know, where you were born and what followed from there.
Yeah. So I'm adopted, and I was I was born and sort of raised in the orphanage in like the central part of China. And then like the age of one, I was adopted, and I moved to America,
Mhm.
and I moved to Kingston, where my family was located, and I've just lived there all my life, and I've kind of just wanted to give back to my parents. They've also adopted 5 other kids from China, and that's really inspired me to want to kind of help them.
Right.
And
That's a very special story. So, born in China, adopted by an American family, brought over to Kingston, Washington. That's where you grew up. And so you went through, you just recently graduated from high school, I'm assuming?
yeah.
Gotcha. And then how did you learn about Airbnb and the 10X B&B program? How did that come about? And, you know, what made you want to get into this program?
Yeah, so I actually saw your ad on YouTube. I was actually looking up rental arbitrage even before I saw your ad, actually, and that's kind of how it popped up. It kind of saw my history, I guess, and it um, gave me ads that kind of related to what I was interested in, and I kind of just heard about it online and how much people could be making and how easy it kind of was. And I mean, like with starting out, like in starting your own business and everything, it's not really easy. And I've kind of learned that too, going into this. But I'm willing to put in the work, and eventually I know I'll get there, if I keep up and, just never give up. But um, there was this guy I was, watching on YouTube. And then when your ad popped up, it was really straightforward, and I really liked your message. And then I just kept watching, and I couldn't stop watching, and so that kind of just drew me in.
Well, we're really glad that you joined the program. And so tell everyone, how many landlords did you prospect? And then from those landlords, how many did you close?
So I prospected about 6, and then out of the 6, I 2 of them I landed.
That's a very successful success rate. So that's fantastic. And all you did was you just used the scripts, the tools, the resources, the step by step that's taught in the tax BB program, right? So it was pretty straightforward to land these
Yeah.
deals.
Oh yeah, yeah. And with the scripts, they were really like nice and tailored to what the landlords really looked for. And I kind of just customized it to fit my business, and it sounded really nice after reading it and editing it,
Amazing. Amazing. And so tell us, like, you've obviously demonstrated extreme success at a very young age, landing 2 deals worth $1.6 million in asset value, $274,000 in projected earnings off these 2 properties. What's the next step for you?
Yeah, so eventually, once I get started, I definitely want to own my own units, and not have to deal with landlords. I want to be my own, boss basically, and then so I'm still going to use Airbnb and stay in short-term rental and stuff. But eventually, I do want to own my own home and kind of build that up.
Yeah. You want to become the landlord eventually, right? Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Well, I'm really, really happy that you got to share your story And I can't wait to see where you go next. So thank you so much for joining me today, Gabrielle. Really appreciate it.
Yeah.